There is nothing more beautiful than a woman who listens, a man who understands. This is every sin from love in every word, part one. This reminded me of what love really looks and what love really sounds like. In this scene right here with this motherfucker, with this guy, I swear to God, it's the audacity of the motherfucker for me, I swear to God, because I wish I could play the video for you to watch the movie again, but if you've not seen it, you know where to find it. You can go to Oboli's channel to watch the scene from the part one. Like, the guy's audacity is top notch. You understand? And how do you ask for money that you didn't even work for? That's with a straight face. You even did it with a straight face, with no remorse, with not the fact that, without acknowledging the fact that someone actually gave you as savings that she was supposed to use to restock. I don't know why people do that, honestly. And I love at the ending of the fact of she couldn't take the guy's BS anymore and she threw him out, because that scene played out well. Because if I did collect everything that I gave my ex, at least the guy walked out with the boxers, yeah, and a singlet. If not me, if I really, really be one collect everything where I give my ex, wallahi, she for waka come out naked. But you understand, but at the end of the day, I don't know why. This is not gender-based, to be honest. This is not gender-based, to be honest. I don't know why we take the love of those who love us genuinely for granted. We disrespect them. We disrespect the love by taking it for granted. We think that they are fools. We think that they cannot do without us. You understand? We refuse to see the love that they're offering, because I'm not going to point finger. I'm going to point fingers at myself, because I won't say, let me not use the word victim, because victim is someone that something happened to, yeah? I've been in that position before, whereby I had someone that really loved me, you understand, but I screwed it up. That was back in Nigeria when I was young, though, because if we take a step back, take a step back a little bit, we'll see that there was one person that loved us unconditionally, but we took it for granted. In my own time, I could say probably it was puppy love. We were very, very young, but she really did love me. You understand? So at the end of the day, I hope we can really, really get to do better by respecting those that love us seriously. It doesn't have to do with the next man, or it doesn't have to do with the next lady. It doesn't have to do with a boy and girl relationship. It has to do with family also, towards your father, your mother, whoever is loving you and sponsoring you at a point in time of your life. Making sure you feed, making sure you eat, making sure you're all right, and making sure you get to where you want to go to. And most especially, supporting your dreams, because these days, the audacity of people, it's nothing to write them about. It's scary, honestly. That scene and the audacity of the motherfucker was very, 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 very scary. This scene right here is the scene where the Odogwu got to meet Achalugo for the first time. I must really say it was heartwarming. I love how the dialogue started by him offering her a drink. I guess what she was drinking got finished, and Odogwu had a drink in his hand and he offered it to her. Excuse me. And I love the fact that he paid attention. I've loved the fact that he did his homework by asking questions. And also, she was a little bit tricky. She did her own homework too. She was going to act as if she did get her homework done. But you know what really got to me was the fact that despite she was heartbroken, she didn't take out the frustration on any other man. She did not lash out. She was soft-spoken, and thank God for the kind of man Odogwu was. Odogwu paid really, really good attention to her and listened to her. You understand? He didn't step up to show off himself like, I am Odogwu Parana, I am this, I'm that, I'm that, and this. That was not the time and place for that. That time and place was for him to understand and listen to her. I really loved that scene. That scene was really, 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 really dope. It was top notch. I liked everything about it. I loved the smiles. I loved the connection. I just loved everything about that scene, honestly, because it takes only swag, composure, and confidence for a man to be able to pull that out. And also, congratulations to the lady too. I need to respect her for her being soft, calm, and she has this mindset of, all right, I'm willing to listen to the bullshit you have to say, but I don't have to be rude to listen to you. In as much I am hurting, I'll still give you a listening ear. That's the kind of lady she is. She had so much grace. I wish a lot of ladies had this grace. I know for a fact that some scumbags or scumbags, how do you guys pronounce that word, men will come and take advantage of such a lady. I get it, but regardless, nevertheless, it's always good to keep your composure, ladies. It works. Learn from a chalugo. I swear to God, it will take you far. You see this senior? This particular senior, this is confidence at its peak. I don't know what other confidence can a man have, because it takes composure for you to know that this thought I'm about to pull is going to work out. Just to get a girl's number, he had to call the drummers or the singers, the Ogele, I don't know how they pronounce. I'll look for the name and I'll put them on the screen. Singers, the flute blowers, to come with him as he marched in, ushered himself in, just to get a phone number. And don't forget, he had to buy the building where she was working just to pull that stunt, because if he did that without him being the landlord of that building, I am 100% sure that he was going to be kicked out, because that is him constituting nuisance. But the main confidence was him buying the building, because he needed the space. He needed nobody to interrupt, because you can see when our boss, Achalugo's boss, came out and he told the security guard to send him out because he was constituting nuisance. And the security guard came over to be like, hey, good afternoon, sir. Blah, 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 this and that. They had this talk, and he let the CEO know, that's Achalugo's boss, know that he's the new landlord of this place. So she had nothing to say. You understand? So he took his time, bought the place. See, he did what he had to do. That scene was smooth. If this movie no collect award, see, because of this scene right here, this movie was supposed to get award, because I don't see any scene in Nollywood currently that beats this scene, because that's why was top notch. See, for your information, this is not something where I go feed do. That is why I relate to it. But for some people, we think that this is far-fetched, this is some kind of fantasy, which kind of man go feed do. While I did part of those men, I am among those men that will make the stunt just to prove a point, just to make you understand that you are rolling with the big boys. You want to bam bam, you want to chill with the big boys. Right down, this is what the stunt, these are the kind of stunt big boys pull. And you understand? And I'm sure that stunt really swept her off her feet, and that's why she gave him the number. But ladies, if you're looking for that kind of man, don't forget to follow the steps of Achalugo. You need to be soft spoken, you need to be smart, and you need to carry much grace. You need to wear your femininity, you need to grace yourself in it, and the right man will walk up to you and spoil you the same way Odogwu was spoiling Achalugo in this scene. Now, let's talk patience. When I mean patience, I mean real patience. But before we talk about patience, oh boy, that babe carry oh. God damn. This now waiting did they sing for Nigeria. Your water nyash, man. That nyash, the water nyash, man. That shit is. Whew. Let's continue about the patience. This scene carries a lot of weight for me. All right, this is a man that you guys use this word, yeah? Intentional man. That's what an intentional man looks like. A man that's not after the pum pum. He's not after to smash, because he understands that if he goes in and he smashes that shit, that's what the relationship's going to be like. So he didn't want the relationship to be about smashing, or as now they talking for Nigeria, opwe. He didn't want it to be about opwe or smashing. He wanted to know her on another level, because if you want to marry somebody, sex is not the first thing that comes to mind. To be honest, sex is not the first thing that comes to mind, because you want to know the person beyond the bed. You want to know who she is, what she's looking for, what she's about. You want to take your time. You understand? Because excuse me, Opwe is going to be like a covenant. It has to be love making. You understand? He wants to make love to her. He just didn't want to just have sex. So he wanted to build the connection. He wanted the chemistry to click, and he wanted her to want it. You understand? In as much he knows that she was hurting at a point in time, but he wanted her to want it. That's why he was cutting. That's why he was taking his time. In as much, I don't know if I go feel past that test though. I can't what you ask me, do you want to come in? I don't think I will pass that test. I am not Odogwu. I can pull some stunt Odogwu was pulling, but you see at that point in time, to take the grace of the Lord, to be able to withdraw myself. I can only do that if I am very, very sure, like the way Odogwu was, very, very sure, say this bit, I go chop am. Fine. Then it's going to be a steak, which means marinate the steak, take your time, marinate it, put it in the fridge, make it chill, make audio marination enter the meat, marinate it well, then make sure you set the fire to the actual degree you want it to be. No, you're not going to even use oven. You have to use the charcoal, but make sure the charcoal is not much, the fire is not too hot. You grease it well, you rub olive oil on the meat. See, you go prepare that steak well, and you go cook and well. When you get well done steak, and if you cut it like this, you won't see any blood inside the steak. That's how I want to eat my steak. You see that food? That's so I go like chop am. When I dish, I say that food and we get them. Sure, you understand. But you can't take anything away from this. And this thing was very, very beautiful. I also love the fact that after he rejected to go into the house, I also love the fact that he was able to crack a joke. I'm not Igbo, but I love what he said about when the time is right. But this is what I understood. When the time is right, yem doggy vam vam vam. I don't know what he said in that place, but I understood that when the time is right, I will give you doggy left and right, vam vam vam. I go throttle down, brum, on the Ferrari shit, Ferrari McLaren shit. But at the end of the day, I love the scene. I love the composure. I loved everything about it. Swear to God, top notch. I really, 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 really do love the scene. And for me, this last scene was, I call this scene, if in my own opinion, I call this scene Reassurance. All right. This is where Davido was singing to Choma. Yeah, I give my baby assurance. I give my baby lifetime insurance. Assurance. You know the song already. This was reassuring. I love the fact that Odogwu, despite the fact that she rejected Odogwu because of her fear and because of the old childhood trauma with her dad and all the stuff like that, I like the fact that the friends took the initiative to go talk to Odogwu. Let me not use this word, let me be careful of what I use. Some babes, I don't know, down as dirty as babes will find a way to go behind her back just to get to Odogwu because he's very, 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 very rich. You understand? But shout out to the friends for having her back, for watching her for her, for seeing that she was going to lose a man because of his accent or because he sounded like a father or something like that. She was going to lose a very good man because of that silly ass thought. But I love the fact that the friends went to Odogwu, spoke to him. I love the fact that he granted them audience, listened to them. And I also love the fact that he came to the house to reassure her that you see this nigga right here, this man right here, this man is here to stay. You understand? So, like, I also like the fact where he was saying, like, there's no foot elsewhere. There's no other foot elsewhere. He's the pair. He's the full pair. You understand? I love in as much they were talking seriously, I love the fact that they threw in a little bit of humor to, reduce the tension and all that. See, this, for me, top notch, 15 over 10. If I'm going to rate this movie 15 over 10, I had to talk about this because in my previous video, I spoke about the part 2. So I had to do the part 1. So for you guys that have not watched it, please go to Omoniobolis TV or YouTube channel to watch it, to have a full understanding of what I'm talking about. You're going to love everything because I did love everything about it. I love the fact that at the end of the day, you propose, you got the girl. That's how it's meant to be. No wuru wuru to the answer, no much brain fucking, no one is disturbing you. And mind you, babes, all laughing away there outside there. You know, as they say, Achalugo no to bill Odogwu. You guys go get yourself a job and stop giving people so high blood pressure over billing. So if you're new to this channel, thanks for joining. And if you're an OG subscriber, thanks for watching this video to the end. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, Jotro along, I just go beg you now. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let's have an interaction and tell me what other movie you want me to react to or talk about and give one opinion about it. All right. So till I see you in my next video, thanks for watching.